will get it done this time around. So I'm going to go with the other in 3 sets.
Eala earns it the hard way from love 3 down first set. Lefty shape, stubborn defense, and smart claycraft to outplay the 31st seed, Wang Xinyu, under the stand.
Eala just pulled off the kind of win that makes the entire tennis world stop and pay attention. Listen to this. She got her revenge, shut down every ounce of criticism, and sent Wang Xinyu crashing out of the Italian Open in straight sets. And trust me, this was way bigger than just another match on the schedule. This was Alex basically saying, yeah, I didn't forget what happened in Auckland, and now it's payback time. Hold up, because what unfolded in Rome had every single ingredient of a blockbuster tennis battle. We got pressure, momentum swings, mental chess, and the type of toughness that separates real stars from players who just have hype around them. And after today, Eala made it crystal clear which side she belongs on. The match started, and honestly, if you tuned in early, you probably thought Eala was about to have a very long day. Wang came out firing immediately. She cracked the door open from the very first game, breaking again and again with a level of control that looked almost effortless. Girl, Wang was locked in. She was setting the tempo, owning the rallies, and making Eala look completely stuck as she tried to keep up. One game gone, then another, and before fans could even settle into the match, Wang had stormed out to a 3-0 lead in the opening set. And you already know what people were thinking at that moment. Everybody started remembering that painful Auckland loss, that brutal 3-set defeat that has probably been replaying in the back of Eala's head ever since it happened. The storyline was dangerously close to repeating itself all over again. Wang once again looked like she had the perfect formula to frustrate Eala. The scary part was how subtle she was about it too. No huge celebrations, no extra emotion, just cold execution, and point after point slipping away from Eala. But here's what people keep underestimating about Eala. She refuses to break under pressure. She never has. Down 3-0, something suddenly clicked. You could literally see the energy shift in the way she attacked every ball. Eala turned her intensity all the way up and started moving like somebody with unfinished business, because honestly, she did. Then came those slick little drop shots, completely disguising them, catching Wang flat-footed before blasting open court winners that had the crowd losing their minds. The fight inside her was unreal, and every bit of momentum started swinging her way because of it. Point by point, game by game, Eala dragged herself back into control, and by the end of that opening set, she had flipped everything around to win it 6-4. From down 3-0 to stealing the set. Really sit with that for a second. That wasn't just a comeback, people. That was pure psychological domination. And that first set turnaround was not just important on the scoreboard either. It gave Eala a gigantic confidence boost heading into the next set. Wang threw her absolute best punch early, and somehow Eala absorbed all of it and answered back even stronger. You can't teach that kind of belief. Then the second set started, and Eala immediately kept her foot on the gas. She stepped onto the court with confidence, urgency, and quickly snatched the first 2 games. Suddenly, Eala was the one in control now. The pressure had officially shifted to the other side. But to be fair, Wang wasn't about to disappear quietly either. She dug deep again, she found another level, battled back hard, and managed to edge ahead 3-2. And listen, for a second there, it honestly looked like the entire match might be turning again. For a second, it honestly felt like Wang Xinyu was flipping the script on Eala and giving her a taste of her own medicine from that first set comeback. The momentum looked like it was shifting all over again. But listen to this. Eala had a completely different ending in mind. She was not about to allow this battle to drift into a deciding third set. She refused to give Wang even the smallest opening to regain control of the match, and from that dangerous moment forward, Eala exploded on a 4-game streak that was flat-out ruthless and completely commanding. She turned pressure into pure domination, slamming the door shut on the second set and finishing the match like a player making a serious statement to the entire tournament. Straight sets, revenge secured. Eala moves on to the next round of the Italian Open. Now hold up, because this win means way more than simply surviving another round on clay. The impact of this result goes much deeper than the final score. Before this match even started, the entire storyline around Eala was centered on finally getting revenge for that Auckland loss against Wang. That painful 3-set defeat in Auckland clearly stayed with her, and analysts everywhere kept saying Eala had all the tools to flip the result this time around. But here's the scary part. If Eala had fallen short again today, the mental damage could have been massive. Losing to the same opponent twice under nearly identical circumstances right before the biggest stretch of your season can seriously shake a player's confidence. But that's not what happened. She stood firm, she delivered when it mattered, and now she heads into her next showdown against world number 2 Eala Rybakina, carrying all the momentum possible. And girl, let's talk about that Rybakina matchup, because it is absolutely gigantic. Rybakina has looked terrifying this season, and honestly might be playing better than almost anybody in the top tier right now. She captured the Australian Open this year after taking down Aryna Sabalenka in the final, and that alone tells you how dangerous she has become. And she kept stacking results after that, making a deep run all the way to the final of the BNP Paribas Open before also reaching the semifinals in Miami. Then the clay season arrived, and she grabbed the title in Stuttgart after defeating Marta Kostyuk in the championship match. Sure, she stumbled in Madrid with a 4th-round loss to Anastasia Potapova, but one defeat does not suddenly erase how dominant she has been overall. Right now, she honestly looks like one of the hottest players in the world outside the absolute elite names at the very top. And if Eala wants to seriously challenge her, she is going to need every ounce of her best tennis. But here's the part that should have Eala fans seriously excited. She has something special working quietly behind the scenes, and that advantage comes directly from the legacy of Rafael Nadal himself. Eala has already spoken about how people from Nadal's camp have been helping develop her game, especially sharpening her skills on clay and preparing her physically and mentally to succeed consistently on this surface. That type of mentorship is priceless. We are talking about the greatest clay court player the sport has ever seen, the undisputed king of clay. And honestly, you can already see his influence in the way Eala has evolved from looking uncomfortable early in clay season into somebody who now looks far more complete and dangerous on the dirt. The improvement in her court movement, her decision-making, and even the way she constructs points on clay is impossible to ignore. And a lot of that growth clearly comes from the knowledge she is gaining through that Nadal connection. And if anyone still doubts what Alex Eala is capable of, just remember what she has already accomplished despite still being so early in her career. Last season, she shocked the tennis world with her breakthrough WTA moment by defeating none other than Iga Swiatek, who was world number 2 at the time. Not just one signature victory either. We are talking about a growing list of elite-level wins. She has already taken out Jasmine Paolini. She has beaten Coco Gauff. She has also taken down Madison Keys. Big stages do not scare Alex Eala at all. Time after time, she keeps proving that the brighter the spotlight gets, the better she performs under pressure. She is fearless, she is motivated, she is learning from greatness behind the scenes. And now she just walked away from a clay court in Rome after delivering one of the sweetest revenge victories of her entire career. Eala Rybakina is up next. The mountain in front of her is massive, and the pressure surrounding this match could not be any bigger.
But if this performance showed us anything, it is that Alex Eala never runs away when the challenge gets uncomfortable. She attacks it directly, she battles harder the tougher things become, and somehow she keeps finding answers when people expect her to crack. This comeback story is starting to feel very real, and the craziest part is that she is doing all of this at such a young age. That is not just exciting to watch people, that feels like the beginning of something truly special for tennis history. But now hold up, because we need to hear what you think since this debate is only heating up from here. Do you believe Alex Eala can actually shock the world and pull off the upset against Rybakina? Or is the world number 2 simply too powerful and too experienced for her at this stage? Can Eala's improved clay court game, sharpened through that Rafael Nadal influence, really create problems for one of the hardest hitters and biggest servers on tour? And after today's revenge win, does Eala now have the mental confidence to make an even deeper run in Rome? Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell us whether you are fully backing Eala or if you think Rybakina shuts everything down in the next round. And while you're there, make sure to leave your score predictions too, because some of you always get shockingly close. If you have been supporting Eala since the beginning of her rise, let us know the exact moment you realized she was destined for greatness. Because listen to this comment section is about to be absolutely wild. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss the next big tennis story.